Hey everybody, this is Chris Holcomb with another terrific Tuesday, and I'm honestly doing something different on this video. Primarily what I want to do is pretty much show you guys at least a drive-by of a neighborhood instead of a block. A lot of people advertise to me, which is false advertisement, that, oh, this is a great block. But for international investors, out-of-country investors, investors not familiar with Detroit point blank, you wouldn't know that maybe it's a good block but a bad neighborhood. If you talk to someone who's experienced with Detroit, they'll tell you the areas are very pockety, meaning you can have one good block and then the next 2 blocks next to it could be ravished, or 3 blocks over could be a war zone. And that's just the nature of Detroit because of the diversity of properties. You might have a colonial neighborhood, then you have a ranch, and then you might have frame, you have brick. It's not all consistent, so the neighborhoods are not that way either. So what I want to give you guys is pretty much overview, so you'll know the difference between someone telling you it's a good neighborhood and a good block, because a good neighborhood is more vital than a good block. So what I'm going to do is do a panoramic view of a block, or quick walk, view like most people do when they come out of the house and say, here's a shot of the neighborhood. But then I'm also going to jump in my vehicle and drive down and give you one side of a neighborhood, so you'll see from the block you're in and also the neighborhood down, because that gives you an understanding of what the area's like, at least a glimpse. You really can't see anything to your own foot, and you drive a couple other blocks north and south or east or west, depending on the location. So let's get this going, because I don't want this video to be too long. So what I'm going to do right now is pan around, and then you're going to see the neighborhood, and I'm not going to be in the camera, I'm going to be behind it. All right, so here you go. So this is a shot of the neighborhood. As you can see, mostly brick, 3 bungalows. Pretty good neighborhood. So, you see nice houses. People take care of their stuff. So just going around again, just in case you missed something. So now what I want to do, let's jump in the car now. And give you a view of the neighborhood. Alright, so as you see, we went down about 2 blocks, which pretty much ends us on Outer Drive area. And this is a block between 8 Mile and Outer Drive, which is a neighborhood primarily. It's like 3 blocks, which equals the cups of a neighborhood separated by 2 major intersections, 2 major streets. Now, if you was following the video as I did while I was driving and multitasking, you've seen variations in properties. You've seen frame, you've seen brick. I've seen a boarded up frame property, but it was well kept and it was boarded up. You've seen right now a couple colonial bricks, but it's a pretty solid neighborhood in this area, and you can see that people take care of their property. If you look, there's more brick. It's very nice tree overview, very quiet. So this gives you a sense if a property was available in this area, which I did see maybe 1 or 2. that it'll be a good area for someone to buy, rent, depending on your exit strategy or your niche or your, pretty much your viewpoint of how you want to do real estate in Detroit. But pretty much I just want to give you guys a gist. This is a C+ area, closer to B, depends on, really looking at the other areas around it, the other blocks around it. But so far it's a very sound neighborhood. And the block we was a very good sound block. So you might even rate the block a B and the neighborhood a C+. That's very good. But if you had a B block and a D neighborhood, not good for you precisely on cash flow or rehab, or even worried about the surrounding vandalism that could be a possibility in every Detroit neighborhood. So just want you guys to have a little more awareness of when you say block and neighborhood, and what you as the investor need to look for when you're saying a neighborhood. That's what you probably prefer. I would. So primarily, that's the video today, to understand the difference between a block and a neighborhood and what's better for you. So I see my videos going a little longer than I wanted to, but I definitely want to get you guys that view of pretty much the block and see, how it is structured, so you can see the difference. Give you just a glimpse of Detroit if you've never been, or if you've been and haven't been really into the neighborhoods primarily. As always, like this video if you like it, subscribe to check out all my videos. If you just want to watch a couple more videos, there's a link to watch more of my Chris Holcomb TV. As always, feedback is welcome. I will return any feedback I get and help as much. And if you got some information to offer, I'll take that too. Like always, stay consistent, stay focused, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Y'all have a good day.